Okay, now I've connected one part of the radio via the adapter wire into my telephone, which is a Samsung Galaxy telephone, and I just go like that.
Stabilize.
One very cool thing that the Android system has with these apps is that it actually has voice feedback, so it speaks to you when your battery is low. When you change altitude, you can set it to warn on about virtually a lot of functions.
Stabilize.
You can see it's placing my location there with the GPS in the phone. Now you of course have to use a device that has inbuilt internet connection, because it downloads the maps from Google Maps. If you don't have an internet connection, you cannot use this in the field to do waypoints. You can of course use it to configure and to set up your APM and change some parameters, but you cannot use it to do the waypoint functions with Google Maps. This is the app you can download from the App Market or Google Play Store, whatever it's called. You download Android Pilot. There are quite a number of options. You can also use another one that's called it's called Android. I'll try to find it. I have it somewhere. I couldn't find the other app. It's called Droid Planner. I seem to have it on my tablet and not on my phone, but I use the Android Pilot and it works well. Well, we'll go back into it.
Stabilize.
There, it's connected. I just turn it into the
Stabilize.
longitudinal layout. Now this app shows you where you are, your location, and it's connecting wirelessly with my craft. And there you have an overview. You can see there's some things like your battery, your altitude, your speed, your ground speed, and a few things. You can set your waypoints there, put as many waypoints you want. You can see some parameters. Those are the settings to configure your craft. One advantage of using a tablet is that the screen is bigger, of course, and you don't have to be nimble with your fingers. That's the HUD. It's the same HUD like on the PC. When your craft moves, it also moves. And there you can see your RC channels, those that you've configured with your radio. And if you're using servos, I have no servos on my quadcopter, so that's it. Yes, well, we'll just come back to the overview there. Now, a very smart function you have is here you can change what you want it to be in. You can see that's return to land, stabilize, toy A, toy B. I wonder what that is. A loiter, landing, guided. If you want it to circle above you, auto, which is for waypoints, acro, and then altitude hold mode. Those are the different modes that you have. And if you want it to do the follow me function, what you have to do is you go into this, if I remember correctly, it's down there. I'll just try. It's difficult to hold the camera in one hand. Down there, that's the follow me. Speech is activated. You click on follow me, and literally as I go around with this mobile phone in my pocket, my quadcopter will follow me around. There you can see your calibration of your accelerator, your manual leveling, by and large the things you see on a normal PC.
Stabilize.
And you can also go into settings, and when you go into settings on your
Stabilize.
I'll try and find it. Oh, it's really difficult
Stabilize.
with one hand. Oh yes, stabilize. We've heard you. Settings, that's there. And there are a lot of stuff there that you can actually configure. The different warnings. If you want the lady, of course, to keep on talking to you, you can set your voltage, you can set what height you want it to be at in guided flight. It's impressive what's built into these apps. So this is how to use just a rough guide to how to use your smartphone as a ground control station out in the field. And this is using the Samsung Galaxy S2. And this is the same thing, but I'm now using a tablet, the Samsung Galaxy tablet, which is actually much more it has a wider space, so it's more spacious, and it allows you to use your clumsy fingers like mine. As you can see, I got an adapter cable which I've connected one part of the telemetry radio there. It's blinking, and it's connected to my quadcopter that's on the floor there, and that's the other part of the radio. So we have the tab, and like I said, you can use the Andropilot app, which you can get on Google Play Store, or you can use what's called Droid Planner. I have a bias to the Andropilot. That's the one I've used, so I can just comment on the one that I know. And I'll click on the Andropilot, which is there. It's asking me to allow the app to use the USB device, which is the telemetry sender I've connected, of course. And I say yes.
Stabilize.
There it is. So the app has started. It's in stabilized mode. It's slowly getting data from my craft, what the RSSI radio strength is and how much the battery is, and it's probably working on the GPS now in my Samsung pad, trying to put a location, a GPS fix on me.
Stabilize.
Now there it is, the GPS fix. It's very important for you to remember that you have to use a device that has inbuilt GPS. If you don't have GPS in it, you cannot use the waypoint function. You cannot use the follow me function. You cannot use any functions that have to do with longitude and latitude placement. As you can see, that's your longitude and latitude. I have 7 satellites lock, and I'm inside the house. APM is wonderful, isn't it? Well, like I said, you have to have inbuilt GPS. You also have to have internet connection, because the Google Maps are downloaded in real time as you need them. Here the app is linked wirelessly to my mobile phone, so I'm actually receiving the internet signal from my mobile phone, and the mobile phone is sending it to the tablet. You have limitless options, but I'm sure you can find that out. Well, here we have again the same thing. What mode you prefer, you can choose what mode you want, the same as I showed with the mobile phone. And here are your waypoints. These are some waypoints, some examples, some parameters you can play around with, and that's what it has read from my craft, and that is, oops, that's the HUD, and of course the same HUD like you have normally when you're using a PC device. Well, I hope I've given you an idea about the different options you have as a ground station out in the field: a computer, a smartphone, a tablet, and wireless radio telemetry communication between your ground station and your APM 2.5 flight controller. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, comment, and thumbs up if you liked it. Have a nice day.